Hello and welcome back to another video. 2020 has been rough. As we are entering to the 2021, we are going to take a look at the technological trends for 2021. So if you are associated with education, if you are associated with business, and if you are planning to have your new business, I think this video is something that you should consider watching till the end. The first one is the 5G itself. So we are already experiencing the development of 5G, and after the lockdowns and we had to work from home, so we realized and how badly we need internet connection, especially it has to be fast and stable, and for that we need to have 5G. And I've already mentioned in my videos that 5G is not going to be for general people or for common people. It is mostly going to make sense for companies or organizations. So it has the capability of high data transfer speeds, low rendering, no buffering, and the exact data simulation. That is something 5G can provide, and this is something the companies are really looking forward. And due to that, we have seen, if we were to take it on to the common people, we would have to increase the density of the local networks, and it would be seriously difficult for us to do that because we would have to have a tower near to the locality, and that would increase the density as we have seen in the 4G. The 3G was really good. We didn't have to have that many towers, but with 4G we are still struggling to cope up with the 4G network infrastructure because we have to increase the density of the towers within the city. And when it comes to 5G, we would have to take it to the another level, and that would simply complicate things further. And when we talk about the companies or organization, they are mostly concentrated in the in a very small proportion of the city, and then we would have to have fewer towers for that particular community to serve rather than having to serve to the entire population. The next one is AR glasses. So we are working on to integrate this with the computational power of our mobile phone. So we are going to have a normal glasses, and we are working on to integrate with the computational power of our mobile phones so that we can utilize the power of entire AR glasses, and we would be able to see the things that are not actually present in the environment, and we would be able to perform certain tasks with just the help of our glasses without actually having to have a powerful machine with us, or like a strong computational machine with us. So we are really working on to integrate with our mobile phones because our mobile phones have become seriously powerful nowadays, and this computational power is enough for us to integrate with our with these classes, and these classes can be used for further a lot of things. So we have already seen a lot of examples like the navigation and looking at the things like the restaurants or the shops, what could be the features, what could be the available items or products this particular store has to provide. We can take a look at the Facebook profiles of people, those who are literally walking around us. So these are the general applications that we have already seen, and the uh, the applications are humongous. Like we can build literally pretty much anything, and we can have the representation of that virtual building or that virtual object without actually having to have that real object in place. So we can take a look at how a double bed would look like in our empty room, or how a particular thing will look like in that particular corner of our room. So that's just the normal application. We've already seen these things in uh, iPads, I guess. So the newer versions of iPad do provide these features um, for its users. So it's really useful. So we are going to take it to another level when we are going to integrate with classes. Next is customer data platforms. We have already seen a lot of companies coming up with their new ideas, aggregating a lot of industries into one platform and collecting a lot of data for the analysis, for analytics to better understand the flavor, the choices, the decisions of the user, and better provide them a better product. That's the main goal of these data collection companies. So just to give you an example, so we already have restaurant companies or the restaurant platform that is aggregated and working with a lot of restaurants in the locality and providing you the list of food or cuisines available in your locality, and you can directly get it delivered at your doorstep. And in return, they are also generating revenue, but the main thing that they are generating is the data. They are getting what sort of food you like, and what sort of food you like at what time, and what is your taste, whether you like spicy and sort of things. This is just a normal example. And we have also seen your like the platforms coming in from the hotels, hospitality staff and businesses. So this is something that we have already seen, and we are also looking forward to 2021, the companies those who are coming up with their customer data platforms and collecting, aggregating a lot of other small retailers or vendors on their platform and providing them a unified platform to work on from there. And that particular platform is collecting a lot of data. These kind of innovation or these kind of platforms are really appealing to investors if you are into generating something like this that would aggregate a lot of data, especially a lot of small vendors on your platform, and you would be able to channelize that to the people providing a better service. It is going to be super amazing for 2021. So we have already seen a lot of examples that people are sort of working with this, whether it's cars, restaurants, or hospitality businesses, or you name it. It has been pretty much everywhere, right? So we are looking forward to that as well in 2021. The next is use of drones and robotics. We had the usability of drones before in the surveillance and videography, but nowadays, as we are working from home, most of us are working from home, and as we are also adhering to the social distancing norms, so companies are working on to innovate different ways of reaching to the customers. And this is one of the things, that is delivering goods through drones or robot, or something could be autonomous vehicle that I've already seen. So I was reading an article. Let me just tell you about this. I was reading an article in Moscow. That's the technological IT company. Yandex is already working on to the autonomous vehicles, and these are like mini robots. They would take the parcel from you and they would deliver to the designated location, and without actually being deviated or distracted by any person, they would follow the path on the pavements, and without actually being distracted, they would do the job. And this has been successfully conducted. This experiment has been successfully conducted in Moscow, and they have done a phenomenal job. That's one application. And we've already seen the China and US have already started delivering goods through drones, and the applications are endless. Let me just tell you, the possibilities are endless. The applications and the field where uh, these technological things or electronic stuff can be used to further enhance the user experience, it is just endless. And we are really looking forward to that in 2021, what it has to bring to us, and what we can imagine about with this technology that are available with us in 2021. Okay, the next is telehealth and telemedicine. So after the surge, or after the coronavirus situation, these services or the consultation services of telehealth and telemedicine has increased that drastically, and people are looking forward to these platforms. Those who are providing the consultation just from home, they don't really have to walk in to a doctor's clinic, and that would increase the risk of engagement, and they are literally avoiding some sort of engagement or any sort of connection with a real person right now. And that is something revolutionary for us, that these platforms are coming up, these companies are coming up with innovative ideas, and they're providing services just from home with their application, with their website. Initially, I thought that this would not be possible because doctors have to check the status with the like the temperature and a lot of other things, and sometimes the patient is not educated enough to provide the symptoms really well, and the patient is not really in a position where that could provide the symptoms inaccurately, in an accurate manner. So that could be really problematic. I thought that, but nowadays, since they're already doing it, they're already working on it. I do understand there are some challenges initially, but I'm sure that they are working on to overcome these challenges initially, and afterwards they will have a great industry. And we have already seen this with the edtech community, because initially everybody thought, the experts suggested that this is not going to work because we need to have some sort of human connection when we are teaching and when we are or getting some information is we need to have people around us, but because of the limitness of the resources, so we're bound to work with or bound to study with a teacher who is like the best in the locality. So we don't really have to do that now. So we can literally study with a professor who is literally sitting in like thousands of miles from us, or professor who is sitting like tens of thousands of kilometers from us, and we can still consult, we can still study, we can still learn from that particular professor, from that particular university or professor. So that's really really amazing. That is something we are also seeing in the healthcare sector right now. So there are other applications as well that we are like I'm personally very excited about, and one of these are like cybersecurity, blockchain, because we have already seen the surge in number of people inquiring about bitcoins, and blockchain is not just limited to bitcoins, by the way. We also have internet of voice, so that is something we have seen like Alexa, Siri, Google now. So these the people are more sort of interacting with voices, or this is also sort of about home automation. It is sort of also about smart homes, and it is also about giving commands and asking for information on the internet just about with your voice. Voice search is also increasing, and right now it is estimated around $40 billion, so we can expect this to grow really fast. People are more interested in interacting with virtual machines nowadays for some reason. So we are really optimistic with these technologies to be coming up with or like coming up to be really really powerful. So this is all about technological trends. It's not about anything like the neuroscience or bio thing, or it could be some sort of engineering stuff. No, that's just about technological thing, because I'm really interested in this, talking about it. Let me know in the comments below if you think I missed something that you think it is going to be revolutionary in 2021, and let me know in the comments below. Make sure to subscribe to my channel and share this video to your friends and let them know what are the new technological trends in 2021.